As part of this session, I'm going to deal with Python. So this is the course for beginners. So before I start with the basics of Python, let me tell you some introduction. So for this course, we'll be installing Python using the Anaconda distribution. Uh, Distribution is just a version of Python with some additional features and libraries. So in order to work with Python basics, you can download Python uh, from the net, wherein you can start with Python version 2 and you can get into the latest versions like Python 3, 3.x.x. So we here we do what is like we have downloaded Anaconda. So I'll tell you how to download Anaconda, which is a distribution that we use for working with Python. Okay, so just open up Google. Here, you just type in Anaconda, say Anaconda 3.6 download. Then over here, can get the first link, that is packages for 64-bit Windows. So over here, we have various packages. Now click on the installation part. The installation can find over here installation on Windows, installation on Mac, Linux, so on so. So if you are interested in installing on Windows, just click on Windows. So you'll get the details of steps that are involved in downloading the Anaconda package and configuring your system so that you have an environment to work with Python. Okay, so after you download, there will be an exe file that is a setup file that you need to install it. And over here, as you can see, you have some steps like fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. All of these steps are needed for configuring the Python and the environment variables that need to be set. All those stuff is involved in all the steps. Okay, so properly follow the steps and you can see that Anaconda is installed. Okay, so after installing Anaconda uh, in your system, like as you click on the start menu, so here you can get Anaconda Navigator. Okay, so and also we have Anaconda prompt wherein you can run Python scripts. Okay, so better is like can start the Anaconda Navigator. So the moment you start in the Anaconda Navigator, you'll be getting an environment like this. Okay, so when you have Jupyter Lab, the notebook, okay, then you have Qt console, Spider. So we can make use of this Spider environment. That's a Python development environment where you can write your code and execute and get the results. Okay, so in order to start the Spider, just click on launch. So it will start the development environment with all the needed settings. So apart from this, over here you can find some menus like environments, learning, and community. So under learning, you can find various videos that are available that you'd like to view so that you learn some new concepts. Okay, like Python tutorial, official Python beginners guide for the first time users. So when you click on this, you'll be getting a whole lot of videos for learning Python. So I suggest you people to go through these videos which are meant for training purpose. So as I told you over here, the Python tutorial. So all the basic concepts that are available as part of Python, they are available over here, like numbers, strings, list, if the control flow tools. Okay, so all of these things, right from the basics till the very important complex stuff that is available as part of Python. So all of those things are available as part of this document. You can also get documentation for NumPy. So if you can view this Anaconda Navigator, okay, you have various uh, read option available for various subsections of Anaconda or Python. So after installing Anaconda, like you can make use of Spider and work on it. So this is the environment wherein like you can type in the Python scripts and get the output as a console over here. So if you don't will to install Anaconda as a complete package, you always have an option. Okay, you have an option to install minimal configuration or minimum libraries that are needed to run Python. Okay, so that is possible uh, through conda installation. So in the installation part, at the beginning we have over here install mini conda. Okay, mini version of Anaconda that includes just conda and its dependencies and Python. So by this also you can run the Python scripts wherein all the additional features and the upgraded libraries may not be available as part of that environment. But at the end of the day, you can run Python scripts and check out with various uh, constructs that are available as part of Python. So after installing Python, we'll now know what Python language is more about. So as we know that Java is one kind of object-oriented language that allows us to develop window-based application as well as web-based application the same way Python is. So using Python, we can develop window-based application as well as web-based applications. Okay, so we need to uh, know this difference between the Python as a language with other languages like C, C++. Okay, so whatever features that are available as part of Java, those features are available in Python also, like object-oriented philosophy, okay, and developing web applications. Okay, um, like we have a framework called Django, using which we can develop web-based applications. Okay, and in order to develop window-based applications, we have a package called tkenter. So using that package, we can have a window-based application too. Okay, friends. So this is the basics about Python. So as we are going to deal with most of the basic concepts, so we are going to deal with the constructs that are available as part of Python, like numbers, strings, lists, dictionaries. Meanwhile, we also are going to deal with tuples, sets, booleans. Then we'll get into the control flow constructs like if else statements, while loops. Okay, then we have functions also, right? So after that, we are going to deal with the scope of Python, then object-oriented programming. Then we have exception handling concepts. Okay, then decorators, regular expressions. So we'll do what is we'll start with the simple programming concepts like the way we start with the hello world program. Okay, so the same way we'll start with the simple hello world like program, and that will help us in order to know the basics of writing the Python program. Okay, So we'll start with the very basic steps. We'll take a very baby steps and go on understanding or go on getting into the other concepts that are available of as part of Python. Okay, friends.